Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. Today is Monday, June 2nd. Here's a look at today's top automotive industry stories brought to you by Ally. President Trump announced he plans to double steel import tariffs to 50% starting June 4th to protect U.S. steelmakers. Speaking in Pennsylvania, Trump also backed Nippon Steel's $14 billion acquisition of U.S. Steel, calling it a partnership. This deal includes job guarantees, U.S.-based leadership, and a golden share, giving the U.S. government veto power over key decisions to address national security concerns. Tesla executives were reportedly alarmed last year when Elon Musk publicly denied a Reuters report saying that the company had scrapped plans for a $25,000 EV, widely known as the Model 2. Despite Musk's post on X dismissing the story as false, insiders claim the low-cost model had been canceled weeks earlier, with Tesla shifting focus to robotaxis instead. The conflicting signals sparked internal confusion and raised concerns about misleading investors. Rivian posted a second consecutive quarterly gross profit in Q2, triggering a $1 billion investment from the Volkswagen Group, expected to be completed by the end of June to help scale its EV technology. Although the EV maker is advancing its Georgia plant and Illinois supplier park, it faces rising costs from tariffs and batteries, leading to a lowered 2025 delivery forecast and higher capital spending. Jeep has unveiled the next generation Cherokee SUV, confirming it will retain the Cherokee name despite prior speculation about a possible change out of respect for the Cherokee Nation. Launching as a 2026 model later this year, it features a boxier design, hybrid powertrain, and upgraded tech on the STLA large platform. It will sit between the Compass and Grand Cherokee in the lineup, with production starting this fall. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with Jane Vaden Thatcher, president and dealer operator at Vaden Automotive, to discuss the company's strategy for adapting to market shifts.
Jim Fitzpatrick, Bridget Fitzpatrick, Dave Anderson, Dave Canton, Colin Carasquillo, Jonathan Dawson, Steve Greenfield, Adam Marburger, Jennifer Suzuki. The strongest team in retail automotive. CBT News, dealers' #1 source for news, content, and analysis. This is the Executive Profile, exclusively on CBT News. Today's episode has been sponsored by the Presidio Group.
Let's start in the beginning. Tell us a little bit about your background. I know your dad was a dealer. You're the second generation dealer.
Yes.
Talk to us about your upbringing. Were you from Savannah?
We moved to Savannah when I was 2 years old, and
Okay.
my dad opened the dealership. He was the second Chevrolet point at the time in Savannah,
Okay.
a new store, and he was, when he started, the only employee, and it was here where you're sitting today.
Wow, that's something.
But the area was actually, it was rural.
Yeah.
It was a dairy farm.
Wow.
When he started.
Oh my
and
gosh.
So he quite literally started
that's something.
from nothing.
Yeah.
And
what year are we talking about? What?
1968.
Wow, 1968. And here we are now in an incredible facility. I'm sure it's been built a couple of times now, right?
It has.
Yeah.
Yes, we've seen
Sure.
several iterations over the years. But
Yep.
and I started my automotive career at this location also.
Wow.
I was 13 years old, and my father said, "Okay, time to go to work."
There you go. Washing cars or shuffling paper or whatever, right?
I spent the first part of my career actually as the switchboard operator.
There you go.
So I learned very quickly that you have to have a thick skin
Oh, yeah.
in this business, and then went through all the paces, all through high school, summers, and
Sure.
holidays, and all of those things.
That's fantastic. Was the car business something at the end of that period of time that you were working early on? Was that something that you aspired to be in?
Absolutely not. No.
Did it show you that this is one business I don't want to be in?
Well, my #1 goal when I graduated from high school was to move somewhere where no one had ever heard the word Vaden.
Okay.
And my name was not on the back of every
Thousands of
vehicle
cars in
running
the city.
around in
Sure.
Savannah.
Sure.
So I went
funny.
off to college at Vanderbilt.
Okay. Great
Got
school.
a very practical degree in English literature.
Okay. Sure.
Quickly decided that everybody said, "Oh, are you going to teach school?" No, I don't want to do that. So I got a master's in journalism and public relations.
Okay.
And went to work for an agency in Atlanta
Okay.
for about 5 years.
Wow.
And my father was an incredible salesman.
He was a closer.
He was a closer. And when he had trouble closing me, he started working on my husband.
Okay. Yeah.
So we moved to Savannah. It actually was 30 years last June.
Okay. Wow.
And be sure to watch the rest of this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but join us again tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. Remember, it's easy to stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry. All you have to do is follow us. We're on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X.